Rich franchisees are happy franchisees.
Yes, that's very true. How much of it is the brand did something interesting and sent it to you versus like you go in and like propose something with one brand and then take it to the other brands?
Yeah, franchisees are not shy at all.
On what
They
want,
are very, very vocal.
Yeah.
And they will be very clear about their opinion on things en masse. The best franchisors are talking to their franchisees like constantly, all the time, right?
Yep.
So you're looking for that two-way feedback where you're saying, this is good for us as a franchisor, this is good for you as a franchisee, and then the data and the numbers don't lie. So if you can look at the numbers and say, this is good for the numbers, you have this trifecta of greatness.
Yeah.
Right? So it depends on the type of software that you're doing, but franchisors love to test things. Because to do a broad rollout to franchisees, it's like, chasing, herding goats or cats or whatever. It's really hard to get, however many franchisees you have, 100% adoption rate on something. Even though contractually you might have the right to do it, it's hard to do it. You don't want to use the stick before you use the various carrots. So the best way to do it is to do a test. So usually how these things work is like one of two ways. The franchisor will find something they like, or a franchisee will find something they like and bring it to the franchisor.
Because that's interesting. Like we see this like top-down and bottoms-up approach when tech companies are selling into these businesses. It's can we get quick wins with like a few franchisees and then bring that as like a broader case study.
Case study elsewhere. Either way you want a case study. The problem with going to the franchisee directly, if the franchisor doesn't know about it, is that if the franchisor cares, that's a challenge because you might have some friction because the franchisor wants to do one thing, the franchisee is doing it.
Yep.
It's usually better to have the conversation with both of them so everyone's on the same page that you're trying it. Now, there's some things that matter, there's some things that don't. I don't think we would care what payroll system our franchisees use. Maybe we do, but I don't think we do.
Yeah.
But for an ERP, like we care heavily what they use.
Yep.
So if you're an ERP system, you go to a franchisee and you say, just try us, right? Franchisor learns that. They're not going to be very happy.
Yeah, that POS we see in other industries, like these core systems are so hard
to break in with
bottoms up. Yeah.
But if I was a tech company, I would say, I'm going to go to a franchisee, I'm going to get like conditional buy-in, and I'm going to tell the franchisee like, hey, that was great, but I need to talk to your franchisor before we roll this out. I want to make sure we start off with a good relationship with them. Let's get buy-in from them as well too, and then let's go off and test this.
And if anything, you're making it easier, the job easier for the franchisor, because otherwise they have to go get the franchisees and like roll it out, but it's just kind of supporting them in easy rollout.